everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We got Sciulli, we got Rosato, fuck Jack, he's in California.
Where's your main man, dude?
He took him and his humongous nipples and flew out west.
Old fat tits took his show out west, huh?
So, right now, if you could do me a favor, if you could please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit subscribe. Also, we're going to have a contest running for the next month. Anyone that shares any of our stuff on social media, tags Greenfield's Finest Podcast in it, you're going to be entered in a contest. We're going to randomize it. You receive it at the end of the month. We're going to take all the entries. Whoever wins gets $100. So it doesn't cost anything to share this stuff. Just go ahead and do it, and the winner is going to get $100. I promise. I'm really paying you $100 to do this. A couple big announcements coming up. One comedy show is April 9th. That's a big comedy show at Contra Theater. It's myself, Samantha Bentley, Mike Travers, and Sciulli's coming out to that one too. Sciulli's going to be out there. Then on April 13th, I have tickets available now for a comedy show at 12 Whiskey Barbecue. It's going to be me, Matt Light, Joey Welsh, maybe a couple other people. Sciulli's going to be at that one too. So I have tickets for it. Tickets for that are actually going faster than I thought. So if you want to hit me up online, we're going to have some down at 12. But you got to get your ticket before the show because it's $25 a day of. It's $20 in advance. And you get an actual physical ticket. I think I'm done beating you guys over the head with fucking announcements. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get it started. So fucking Jack took him and his big nipples out to California.
Them puffy-ass titties right out to
You think
Cali,
Laney
huh?
sucks on them nipples?
I don't know. But dude, I mean, I was with Jack Sunday, and he was like, man, I feel bad. I could have booked a flight Wednesday. And I'm like, dude, I haven't missed one of these. And, like, you're just flying around town like it ain't nobody's business. You're supposed to be, I mean, you're the other 50% of this. Like, he was like, dude, I should have just flew out Wednesday. I'm like, yeah. Is it too late? But I'm glad, hopefully Jack has a good trip out there. I'm sure probably getting all chiefed up.
What is he getting? Nipple reduction surgery out there?
Yeah, he's getting some nip tuck. He's going out there. He's fucking probably hitting some golf balls, smoking some weed. So Jack will be back next week, and hopefully he does have a safe trip. But in bigger news, which is much bigger than any of that, Money Mike Holden from the news. We posted a clip about Money Mike being a hero and how he was on it. Well, guess who responded? Money Mike Holden.
Oh, yeah?
Hit us up on Instagram. He said, thank you so much. You guys are hilarious. I just showed this to my mother. She's so proud of me. Love you guys. Mike Holden. I mean, listen.
What's better than that, dude?
I'm not saying Dave Portnoy's calling us today, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow someone's going to sign us if Money Mike Holden's on our team.
That's all we need.
Does he want to come on the show?
Yeah, so I asked Money Mike, I said, listen, would you be interested in ever coming by the show, you or Bob Pompiani? So he was like, LOL, I actually would love to stop by and check it out. I didn't tell him that our entire studio smells like a weed factory, but I don't think Money Mike is too concerned with
He's
that.
probably a chiefer.
He likes to smoke. He just likes to bust criminals.
It's all medical, right?
Yeah, and those who do wrong by citizens of Pittsburgh. So fucking Money Mike will come up in here and get chiefed out. But I feel fairly confident that he seriously will come on the show. We got a couple other big things going on behind the scenes. Well, hopefully we'll have an announcement about something next week. We got something in the works. But big news really for Pittsburgh people was Deshaun Watson going to Cleveland, because in my mind, that's a major fucking upgrade, and that was their only weak link was their quarterback. I don't want to say Baker was, but he was their weakest link.
Dude, they picked up Watson and Brissett. They just released Mayfield. They didn't even trade him. They just released him.
Well, they were saying that they wanted so much in return, they couldn't even fit him under the cap, so everyone was just waiting them out to release him at some point.
Yeah. Well, Jacoby Brissett's going to be starting.
Those are both your guys.
That's your guy, dude.
You wanted them
Jacoby
both on
Brissett.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I did. That's because I bought their cards. Him and Teddy Bridgewater. But I will say this: I'm glad Jacoby Brissett landed somewhere, so his cards aren't worthless. But
how many games do you think Deshaun's going to get suspended?
I'm going to give you my theory on that. I bet he gets something. people might argue with me when I say this, but like I feel like if he didn't get found guilty in a court of law, like if they didn't deem him, maybe I'm wrong when I say that, but it's like, what's the NFL doing? Like, I'm not saying he didn't do nothing wrong, but if he didn't break any laws, and like he was
You're saying you don't want him suspended?
All right,
I don't really care.
Let me throw this at you though. Big Ben accused, never charged.
right.
What he had 4 games.
He got 4. It was 6. They reduced it to 4.
Right. So I think he's going to get at least 4 games.
But the thing was, I was listening to a radio show today, and they were saying that they think the Steelers wanted him suspended because he was like he was going wild at the time, and they needed to like settle him down.
Rosato just nailed that 100%. We were listening to the same radio show. The
Yeah.
Steelers,
Mark Madden.
Yeah,
We'll give it a shout.
The Steelers fucking definitely like wanted to be the disciplinary. Like we're like when to get like we need him fucking cool his jets. He's out there. He's like fucking pissing on chicks, finger banging chicks in the bathroom,
rocking out with his cock out.
The Browns, I can't see them going like because the guy's already sat out a year.
Right. He missed a whole year, which I don't even understand why.
Well, they
he just didn't want to play for the Texans.
No, it was
no. They put him on what is it? The commissioner's exempt list or whatever the fuck it is.
So like that kept him out for a year, and it's like, dude, the dude lost a year, didn't get found guilty of anything. Like, okay, if he's obsessively a creep. Like, I don't know.
Who isn't?
I'm just saying this. So like, the more I hear about this Deshaun Watson story, the more I start to question. Like, it sounds like a fucking witch hunt.
You're a massage guy. I mean.
I used to be a massager.
You used to be, not anymore. But you know the ropes.
Dude, I'd say 7 years ago. Yeah, like, dude, that was 7 years. You know what I mean? In between, like, 15 to 7 years ago, that 8-year span. Yeah, I went and got massages, and but the thing is, it was like, the places I went, you knew it was going down anyway. You knew you were going to go get jerked off, maybe a shower. They'd rob you. You'd feel good.
This guy's at Massage Envy pulling his cock out.
I don't think he was.
I'm just joking.
He was finding these chicks on Instagram, and I mean, I think they knew what time it was. And like, he was like, they were inappropriate. Like, what did he do? Pull his dick out? Like, in a massage?
I think he was just massaging him, dude, and he'd just get a major boner.
What? That's I mean, what the fuck?
What kind of massage is it if you didn't get a boner?
Dude,
It's part of the body, right?
Dude, if you get him, I'm going to tell you right now, I got a massage at a regular place once, and my dick was hard as a wiffle ball bat. You know what I mean? It was like, fuck. And she was up at my shoulders. And in my head, I was thinking, like, she just gets a little bit lower around my waist. She was going nowhere near my dick, near my root or my fucking, you know, my gooch crease. She wanted nothing to do with any of it, but I still had an erection. Like, if you're in the massage business and men getting erections is offensive, like, maybe you should only stick with women, because every guy's dick's going to get hard when a woman's rubbing all over him. It's just, you know.
Yeah, use more oil. Use more oil.
It's science, dude. I'm not a liar. I got an IQ of 131. Like, it's science.
And that's that.
But I feel like, dude, that's just my opinion.
Right. Well, what do you think? People were saying like maybe 2 games.
If you give him 2 games, I hope he doesn't get more than that.
Dude, and everybody's hating on Cleveland. Like, how could they do that? Meanwhile, every other team in the NFL was trying to get this dude.
Right, and he wanted to go.
The Steelers probably put their toe.
Yeah, but
they
guaranteed every fucking dime in the contract.
Cleveland gave up a ton.
That's bonkers,
dude. They gave up 3 first-round picks, like 2 2s and a couple 3s.
You got to look at this though. Deshaun Watson took them to the playoffs twice with a very subpar team. Cleveland has probably the most ready team to go that just is missing a quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Cleveland fucking deep into the playoffs this year, because he's a beast, dude.
You definitely got a ton of Deshaun Watson cards. I could tell.
I do.
I could tell.
I was gonna say I just I mean the Browns are just
I get
they make Browns
no,
moves
they can mess
all
up
the
that
time.
situation, but I mean, like, he's got to be ready to be heckled. Hopefully, he can take a good heckling.
Yeah.
Because
without getting a boner.
Because that's, dude, every Steelers fan is going to like, because they gave it to Ben Roethlisberger all them years, calling him Ben Rapisberger. Yeah. It's going to come right back at Deshaun Watson. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not forgiving out there.
No.
When it comes to sexual assault.
Better have thick skin.
They were said, like, and the craziest thing was, as soon as he went to Cleveland, like, the rape crisis centers got like millions in donations, and I'm just like, I mean, I'm glad they did. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, dude, he's not going around society raping women.
Right. He's just
just
looking for a happy ending. But dude, I was watching.
In all the wrong
I was watching
places.
ESPN, and I was watching Around the Horn, and the one lady, Sarah Spain, was like hosting the show, and she went on like a deep preaching thing about like even though like he wasn't found guilty or anything, she went like on this whole like rape tangent. I'm like, dude, like he's got to be found guilty before you guys just keep like destroying him like
But
that.
it's in their that's business to them. That's money. That news is money. They want the Deshaun Watson cycle to keep going.
Clickbait.
Right, because then after that goes, they need something else. What is it now? Oh, Baker Mayfield doesn't know where to go. What's after it? It's fucking always
But dude, I
something.
felt like they were ready to put a hotline number up.
Really?
Like, that's how like far it was going. I'm like, what am I watching? I just came here to get a little bit of sports news.
That speaking of hotline, everyone, if you're listening, we have a huge announcement. We're going to announce it now. Greenfield Finest Podcast actually will have a hotline. It's going to be open 24/7 whenever you want. You can call into this, leave a message. The funny ones will play on the air, so you'll get to hear yourself. So write this number down, 412-438-8358. And that's the Greenfield Finest Podcast voicemail. You call it at any time. It's not my number. You're not going to get a hold of anyone, but you leave a message. If something pissed you off, leave a message. If something funny happened, leave a message. You want to tell me to go suck a dick, leave a message. I mean, like, we'll play basically fucking anything.
Gear
So,
grinders.
yeah, I'm sure Marty will be farting in the microphone, calling me a weirdo. Like, it'll just be good stuff. So get all liquored up this weekend, guys. Maybe a little booger sugar. You don't got nothing to do, and hop on the hotline and just fucking start firing away, boys. Staying with football, so JuJu goes to Kansas City, and I don't want to talk too much about this because I have Jackson Mahomes with JuJu in Corn Dick of the Week, but him going to Kansas City, when it first came out, I was like, I'll be honest, I'm a JuJu. I like JuJu. I never hated him.
No, I never hated him.
Dude, he was great his first
He had a lot
year.
of baggage, I think.
Well, dude, I think once like his production went down, the TikToks got
it was
annoying.
easy to hate him.
If
then.
he was playing great and he was doing TikTok, nobody would give a shit.
Exactly, 100%.
But you said it best, Rosato. That first year when he had AB taking all the double coverage, then he was able to explode. So I think, dude, down in Kansas City is a perfect place for him. You got Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, he's gonna have the same situation going on, I
Right.
believe.
Yeah,
And
I think he's going to do really well there.
He's a physical player. It ended up being like a $2.4 million guaranteed with so much in incentives. Be honest, people are like, oh, fuck that. I hope he. People are so weird. Like, I hope you don't get it.
No, dude, it's like $10 million for 1 year.
No, but guaranteed. It's
Guaranteed.
It's like what do they call it? Like a prove it deal. He has like a lot of incentives.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, I think he'll do well. Dude, he's what, 23, 24?
No, I think he's 25.
No, he came in the league. He was 19.
Yeah, he's only 23. He's only 23.
He's been here for 5 years.
No, he hasn't.
100%.
No.
Yeah, I think it might have been 5 years. So
All right,
maybe he's 24 then.
Yeah. Oh, either way, seriously, he
That's still
seems,
pretty young.
he
Oh,
seems-
it's definitely still
yeah,
young.
but yeah, he's still got his prime.
And he's
career.
he's a physical, receiver. He's not afraid to go across the middle. He makes most of the time he makes some hard catches, but he has a lot of
Dude, he just had a
circus
Ben-
around him.
that, and then Ben thrown to him with like a prosthetic arm.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
help.
mean, that's not going to help your career.
No, not at all. But dude, I would just like to see him do good somewhere else. I don't know. People hate on people. It's so fucking weird.
His
Like
mom was mad.
grown like when
Steelers don't want him. They
Yeah.
said. She said.
she did. I mean, fuck it. That's her baby. I remember.
Yeah, right.
I remember going to a Penguin game with you, and we seen JuJu and his mom when they first came to town.
Oh yeah.
They seem cool as fuck. So we don't got no beef, Mrs. Schuster. Barbo.
I thought you were talking about Barbo. For a second.
No, Mrs. Smith Schuster. Dude, we're gonna jump over this now. So over in New York, there's still people not paying rent from COVID. Like they're just fucking squatting. They're just living there, and like the landlord hung a sign like on the outside the building with arrows pointing. It said, "These tenants do not pay rent," and then like the landlord's getting shit for it. I'm gonna get him shit too because I'm gonna let you in on something. They don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That hanging that sign, like I'm not saying the landlord's a bad guy at all. I mean, he's in a fucked up position. But trust me, if those people have chosen not to make any effort to pay any money, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. What's this residence look like? It ain't like the fucking
It's
Waldorf
a decent,
Astoria by
no,
any
it's a nice
means.
building.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's a decent apartment building. I mean, people just aren't paying rent, and I think like they always group together. Like, fuck it, we're not going to pay.
Can't
Yeah.
he just turn off the utilities?
I don't know. That.
No, renters have a ton of rights, dude. If you
Yeah,
own a
you have a
building,
ton of
you-
rights, but if I stop paying my bills, then
Right.
Well, are they still claiming it's under like the COVID restrictions? That's why they're not paying their bills.
No. So that's the part I read about. Yeah, there's some in New York. There's some kind of like thing, but I'm going to tell you right now. In Philadelphia, it's not in Pittsburgh, but squatters have like just as much rights as the residents. Like people used to, they would move in with someone, tell them that they're going to give them the rent money tomorrow, not give it to them, and they couldn't kick them out.
Yeah.
So they would take over their apartment.
That's what I mean. There's so many. It's rough to try to evict somebody.
there's got to be
You got like
compensation for
3-4
some of these
months
people.
before you kick someone out of your building. 100%.
Dude, some of these people, you figured COVID's been going on for 2 years.
Yeah.
And people haven't been paying their rent
Right.
for fucking 2 years, so they're like, "Well, we're gonna milk this as long as we can."
Right. And I mean, dude, they're in a position.
And that
where
guy's fucked, basically.
if I'm him at some point, like I'm not trying to give him no ideas, but it's like
Just burn the building down.
exactly. Like,
No, like I said, like, all right, dude, just stop paying the water company, stop paying the electric company, stop paying the gas company.
right.
Yeah, but then it's all coming back on you. You know what I mean? You're gonna get a lien against you.
Oh, well, they'll be out. How long do you think you're going to stay there with none of that?
That's true,
I
that's
agree
true.
with that. Shut every.
You gotta squeeze them out.
That's the Uncle Bob special. He taught me that today.
He was giving you life lessons
Yeah, he
today.
was.
But dude, so Kim Kardashian, like I don't know why this was like a big news story on like the internet for a day, but it was Kim Kardashian reveals Pete has tattoos of her. I'm like, and dudes were commenting like, "What a loser, dude." Let's be honest. If we had the chance, and we were single, and we had the chance to bang Kim Kardashian, but we had to get a tattoo, all 5 people in this room would have a tattoo.
See, I was gonna say he's such a goofball. He might have had a tattoo of her before he banged
Dude,
her.
here's the thing about that. Okay, of course, everybody would probably do anything. Yeah, Kim Kardashian's hot. Dude, his tattoos are horrible.
I
That's
know.
what. That's why
That's
I'm
probably
saying
the
that.
best
Yeah.
tattoo he has.
It probably is, and I'm like,
I seen it when that picture when they were showing him when he's like sent the one to Kanye. I'm like, who the hell drew his tattoos?
the one Wu-Tang looks like Davis did it down at Oregon when I did the T on my arm. You know what I
It
mean?
was the Indian ink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Indian ink Wu-Tang symbol, and I'm like, yeah, his tattoos are terrible. But like, dudes were. It's weird to me. It's like a growing theme. I'm getting more and more into the comments of internet and like reading what people have to say. A lot of haters out there, dude. A
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
what the
hate-
internet's for.
I get that, but like, you don't ever see someone like, dude, who gives a fuck? Pete Davidson's fucking got a huge cock. He's fucking the hottest chicks in the world.
Yeah, he's plowing, bro.
So that's why you got to step in and write your comment.
you
You got to fight the hate.
I did. I wrote hashtag.
They call that a
support Pete.
niche.
Yeah.
You have to find your niche.
I'll tell you who's fucking having probably one of the worst fucking weeks of their life. Old Mason Rudolph's girlfriend broke up with him.
Oh, she's
Dude,
leaving him.
they brought in Trubisky. His girlfriend breaks up with him, and like, it's bad. I mean, and everyone in Pittsburgh. I mean, let's be honest. Like, he don't have much support here,
No.
and I'm like, dude, someone got to.
He'd be fine. If he went down south side, he would do just fine.
He's a good looking
He's
guy.
a handsome fella.
Yeah, he'll fill some crease.
Yeah, he'll fill that tree.
But I'm saying, in the state of mind he's in, like you
They're
know,
torturing this poor bastard.
Yeah, he's on suicide watch.
Yeah.
Dude. He's losing his marbles for sure.
yeah. I mean, dude, it's just fucking nuts to me. Like,
His hair's gonna start falling out, dude. He's gonna lose that beautiful fucking
good head of hair, too.
he, does
God,
got,
dude.
he does got some nice hair. I mean, but like, if I was him, I'd just go out and start fucking railing every crease I can find.
Every one of them.
I mean, just fucking go to Creaseville,
Prove.
USA.
Yeah, that's it. Prove something to yourself. you
Leave
know?
a legacy in Pittsburgh. Like, I got 9 chicks pregnant in the South Side in one weekend, and people will never forget you, Mason.
Yeah, because there's 9 kids that look exactly like you. running around.
Or you want to never be forgotten. Pull old Roethlisberger.
What's
Take
that?
a
9
girl in
more
the
wins
bathroom.
than you had on the fucking football field.
Yeah. Take someone in the bathroom and piss all over him. Piss on
Yeah.
a dude, whatever. Pull Roethlisberger.
Is that what he did? He peed on that girl?
Yeah, he gave the old R.
The
Kelly
old R.
special.
Kelly.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did
Keep
that.
it on the down low. Mason don't have to know. I've been watching Empire too much. Oh, it got me
man,
singing.
I like
up in
that.
it,
That was pretty
Bubba.
good. That was pretty good.
I mean, dude.
I love when we come in here and you're all contact tied up.
Yeah. Dude, it's so weird. Like, I drove home from here like 2 weeks ago, and I was fucking starving. And I'm like, dude, I'm never this hungry at 9:30 at night. And like, I think like the weed smoke somehow like seeps into like through these walls into my brain.
Oh no, it doesn't have to go through the walls. It's just in the air.
Yeah, it's just running through the ventilation.
Yeah, it's
They
it.
don't even pump oxygen in here. I'm like, I go out. I just every time I go, my girlfriend's like, "You smell like weed." Like, I don't smoke weed, but I am.
But I'm high as
But I
fuck
feel all
right
right.
now.
But I feel a lot
But I
better,
feel pretty relaxed.
dude. So I was like debating whether to bring a story up. It came up last time we had a snowstorm. I was working with John's cousin, and somehow the topic got brought up, like, what's the oldest chick you ever hooked up with? And Paul is like, he gets crease, you know what I mean? He does, and like he usually has like some hot chick story, but they're like so many of his stories end with like him not getting crease. But like the old, he's the king of telling a story, and it ends with like how he didn't get pussy.
He gets it to the 1 yard line. He just can't punch
Yeah,
it.
Can't sneak it in.
He do the full back run. But anyway, so he was like told me the oldest chick he ever hooked up with, and like, dude, I had totally forgotten this one, and so I was like 25 years old. I wasn't in the homeless shelter. I was living in Washington County though, and I don't. If you guys remember, there used to be a bus. I used to take it sometimes from Washington back to Pittsburgh, and then on Sunday night I'd take it back up
The
to
mega
Washington.
bus.
Yeah. Well, I met this old broad on there, and she ended up being 62 years old. So I'm drinking on the bus, and so is she.
Nah.
Yeah. So, like, I'm, like, drinking, and we're kind of, like, talking to each other. And she said, if you're not doing nothing, stop over. I got a bunch of, her exact words, I got a bunch of party favors, and I got some alcohol. So I'm like, she probably has pain pills because she's old, and old people have pain pills. And she got for free beer. I'm out of money, so this sounds good. So I go over to, like, she lived in, like, a senior high-rise, but she had a 2-bedroom apartment. So we go up
She had the penthouse.
we go in there, and she's like, come on in. I sit down, and I'm like, I'm drunk. I'm like, where's the party favors? And she was like, well, my neighbor gave me these. I don't know if they're good. I never took them before. She was like, I took one a while ago, but here, and handed me an ecstasy pill. So, like, she's 62 years
Whoa.
old.
You're eating Mitsubishis with this broad.
Yeah, so they were, like, weird. I swear to God, they were like, what's his name? Pikachu. It was like a Pikachu on there. And I remember I was like, all right, fuck it. What do I have to lose? So I take this ecstasy, and I'm hanging out with this old lady, and we're, like, talking. And she's like, just, like, one thing leads to another. And, like, old girl got her hand around me. And she was like, do you want to watch a movie or something? Will that get you excited? I'm like, what kind of movie? And she was like, I don't know. We'll pick anything. I was like a porno? And this is back before phone porn. So, like, you had to order the porno off of the fucking cable box. So I'm
They
like,
cost her $33.
it was at least that. So I'm like, let me find something. I want to find something funny so I can at least be occupied. And this movie it was either called Black to the Future, or no, I think it was Black to the Future. And I was like, all right, let's watch this, because like the dude that played Dr. Emmett Brown looked like fucking Shaq, and had a gigantic cock. I remember that. And, like, the whole story, it was built around the flux capacitor. You know what I mean? And, like, if you had the flux capacitor, you could go back in any part of time and fuck any chick you wanted to. So there was, like, it was decent. I'm watching this porn. I'm eating ecstasy. And she tells me, then she's like, don't turn up too loud. I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, my mom's in the other room.
Ooh.
How old was her fucking mother?
I never seen Estelle Getty. She didn't come on. But that was, like, one of the parts of the story I forgot. Like, I remember her saying, how old's your mom? So, dude, I'm all ecstasied up, and I take my shirt off, and I'm like,
Of course, I mean, naturally.
yeah. So then I'm just like sitting there watching Black to the Future, and I just she was like, do you want me to blow you? And I'm like, no, just like, let me do my thing. And I just started like shaking my meat, and she comes out with this fucking cowboy hat and puts it on my head. You know what I mean? She said it was her dead husband. She was like, would you wear this? So I'm like, yeah. So I had this cowboy on watching Black to the Future, and I'm just hammering my meat musket. So, like, she fucking tries to give me a hand job, and then, like, can only do it for, like, 30 seconds. And I'm like, what's going on? She was like, I got arthritis.
She
So
got
like,
the rheumatism.
so I'm like, dude, fuck it. I just let the old girl blow me. So, like, so I'm there shirtless with a cowboy hat on, watching fucking Shaq just run through the fucking flux capacitor. And, dude, I just remember, like, she ended up having another one. ecstasy pill because I remember I took that too because I didn't go to work the next day. I ended up sleeping over there. But like, dude, I woke up in my underpants and like they were like them. I had like booty short underpants on with a cowboy hat, and I'm laying on the floor. And she woke me up at like 6:30. Like, you gotta go before my mom gets up. You know what I mean? But she ate my hammer, and I'm like, yeah, that was the oldest chick I ever.
How old was she?
60. She told me she was 62.
She was a young 62 though.
Yeah, she didn't look a day over 60.
I mean, her mother was alive unless she was like 16 and pregnant.
She was like said to me, she was like, "Do you want me to get naked?" And I'm like, "Fuck no."
Like, no, I'm good, thank
Put
you.
this sweatshirt on.
Like, do you have any turtlenecks?
Yeah, like I'm like, oh, but dude, it was so weird because our hands were like bone, and it felt like I was getting jerked off by a skeleton.
By Skeletor.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, do you got any lotion or anything?
Like, spit on that thing.
But
something.
I remember then she was like after that, like she put on the Eagles' greatest hits, and I'll never forget. Like,
she spaced out after that.
Hotel California came on, and I'm singing Hotel California like into my hand, ecstasied up with a cowboy hat in my underpants, just like dancing around like Hotel California, and she's like clapping, and I'm like, dude, this.
She had her lighter.
Dude, I'm like, she was just like, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, that's when I look back on shit like that. Like
Who could make that up?
No, I mean,
Jesus, Mike.
How many young men you think she did that to?
dude, I wasn't the first, and I sure wasn't the last.
Dude, you were like acting like she was gonna have like some like cholesterol medication. Is that I thought you were gonna tell me you went up to her room, then you're like, yeah, she put out the ecstasy. I'm like,
Yeah,
they were playing around up in
dude,
the towers.
I had to find out later that she used to be on meth. She was on methadone and would trade her methadone to me for money so she could buy crack. So it all made sense. But I didn't find this out till later down the road.
After the second-hand job.
Well, no, the one day I like seen her out in the
Was this a relationship?
I mean, like we didn't go Facebook official. No, we only hooked up the one time, but I bought drugs off her for months. But because the one time I went up to her apartment and like, I had no intentions of hitting it, but she was wearing like a silk muumuu or something like that, and it caught like she turned around and she was like,
I remember you told me this.
yeah, she was like, come on in. And the silk muumuu was stuck in the back of the Depends. And
Oh,
she just like
my
walked,
God,
and
dude.
like, dude, I just seen the diaper, and I'm like, dude, I gotta break ties with her. Dude.
Yeah, you're like, this is a bridge too far.
Yeah,
So she wasn't like Blanche status from Golden Girls. She was.
No, she was a Stella
I mean,
Getty.
yeah, she wasn't like a Stella Getty. I mean, she wasn't like a hot 62-year-old. I mean, if I'm best way I can put it. You know what I mean, dude? She looked like a woman for sure. I mean, she didn't wear a wig or nothing. But like,
How was the blowy?
it was. I mean, it was.
Did she have
decent.
teeth?
Yeah, she kept them chompers in.
Oh, what a selfish
They
broad.
were- yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like making her pull much. She already fucked up her wrist from jerking me off.
You had to ice it.
Did
Yeah.
you watch the whole porn? Did you like finish it off?
So yeah,
You're like, hold on, leave me alone. I want to see.
I have
the
a
rest
lot of
this.
questions about that.
so the Michael J. Fox, like, and Dr. Emmett Brown, like, I can't remember. I think
Who's Michael J. Fox?
Peter North, I think.
Oh,
Oh, this is an old one.
Yeah. So, but the dude who looked like Shaq played a great doctor. I don't think he was a real physician, but he played a fucking major part.
More of a coxman.
But he kept taking the Fox capacitor, and like Michael was like, "We got to stop going to these." They were going back to the 70s and 60s and 50s, and like he ended up banging his step. He ended up in there. It was his stepmom because he found out his dad. It wasn't her kid. You know what I mean? He found out his mom wasn't his real mom.
so there was like a real storyline to this. It sounds like a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was called Black to the Future. So like, check it out if you guys ever get a chance. Look, I give it 2 thumbs up.
I give it 2 boners up.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, it's a pretty interesting story. But I think on that note, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call SNL Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downsides, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Oh, yeah, brother. I just drove past your house and it looks like your wall's falling down. That's not good for business. Because guess what? If that wall comes down, I'm climbing up that hill and banging your old lady. So yeah, every one of your neighbors thinks you're a giant piece of shit and you can't afford a new wall. Well, guess what? I got a phone number now you can. You better call Just Walls. at 412-889-4401. Fully insured, and build that wall before I come up here and I bang your old lady. Dig it! Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest podcast, Michael Z. Bird Zidell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Let me see who be corn dicking. Dude, first corn dick of the week. Kim Kardashian sued for not paying housekeepers after she told women to get the fuck off their asses and work. So I guess if you get the fuck off your ass and work for Kim, you don't get paid. I mean, dude, that's a bad look.
Yeah, first of all, you can't yell at people, the peasants, from your ivory tower and expect good things to happen. Like, you're gonna get backlash.
Well, dude, that was perfect timing for the tell people.
And then, if you're the deadbeat for not paying your employees, then yeah.
But there was like seven that like are suing her or something.
Yeah, they're actually suing her, saying like she didn't pay, and like there's so much like with that housekeeper shit. Like, this is something I don't know if you can do it, but there's like women and men who are groomed from other countries to be like housekeepers. Like, as children, they're raised to be like take care like rich people.
Like Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, like, I'm not making this up. Like, and then they like bring them in, put them with the families, and their family ends up living in the house, but they're all like, you know what I mean? Like, they're
an au pair.
Yeah, it's like there's, I guess I don't want to say servant, I'd say they're housekeeper, but like, they wait on them hand and foot. And
right, so she's just burning through those.
Yeah.
So she didn't pay Tony Danza a dime.
No.
You're telling me.
Left him fucking hanging. Like, dude, you got to come out. I mean, you got to do better than that. Like, I can't. Something like that. Like, someone.
How much can she owe them, though, that she's screwing them?
There's an NDA involved, so they're not allowed to disclose so much.
Oh, she's smart then. She had him sign something before she screwed
I'm sure
them.
it's more intricate like that. I'm not going to pay you for this day's work. It's probably like almost like a contract that she probably voided. Because if that's the case, but you know what? You suck at your job. We'll square up. I'll never hear from you again.
But the sue, you're putting a lot of money out there just for your like retainer fees for your attorney. So it ain't for like a day's work.
Someone like in something like this, someone will take that case on for free because it's a high profile case.
Okay, yeah, you're making a name for yourself. Yeah,
right.
That makes sense.
Sure, they'll charge a nice fee.
I mean, but that's common for these celebrities to have a non-disclosure agreement because, like, here's the thing: someone comes in as a housekeeper, they're gonna find out all your fucking secrets.
Yeah,
they run to Star Magazine, wherever the fuck magazine with pictures and this, and they can ruin your life.
Yeah, they find a script of Veltrex.
Yeah,
and it's worth $1 million. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You've been looking through my closet again?
Sure, they won't be the first time.
Yeah, Veltrex know what I look for. Michael told me a long time ago. That's say, do not take with alcohol.
Yeah,
and then
right.
it's
a
keeper.
Dizziness. Do not drive.
It's a keeper.
Yeah, anytime a pill bottle says do not take with alcohol, it's like Yahtzee.
Yeah, or do not operate heavy machinery. Like, have 3 beers with this, I'll be fine.
Yeah, old poison control. I wonder if they're out of business now because all the kids can
That's another thing you taught me.
all the kids can just look up the pills online now. They don't have to call this number and say
You just got to go on pillfinder.com.
right, but they don't have to call. They don't have to call the fucking number and tell them their cat just ate 72 Vicodins.
What was your line? You were like, my brother just came from rehab, and I'm worried he can get high off these.
Yeah, that's what I say every time. Like, hi, yeah, I just want to call. I find these in my brother's pocket. He's home from rehab, and is there any chance he could use these to get high? As
soon as they said yes, he'd hang his phone up. Like, Schultz, take 2 of them.
Yeah. So next corn dick. Jackson Mahomes already fucking eyeing up JuJu Smith-Schuster to do a collaboration on TikTok. Jackson, just stay the fuck away.
Worst idea ever.
Dude, JuJu, if you're listening, because I know you listen most weeks, do not fucking do this, dude. This dude will drag you down and ruin your
He's
TikTok.
poison.
He is.
Dude, I mean, JuJu's career, like, nobody threw a big contract at him. He has to know that he got to back off on that shit a little bit. And if you jump in with Jackson Mahomes, dude, you're just, like, throwing
Suicide.
like gas on the fire for the whole thing with the TikTok. People are like, I knew he was going to start doing this shit.
If I'm the Chiefs organization, there's almost going to be a thing where where it's like you're not
Like a clause in his contract.
You're not to interact with Jackson Mahomes. Like
you're not.
You like he's not good.
You shan't.
Nothing good's going to come out of it. People are going to hate you if you're seen with them.
I kind of hope they do start doing TikToks together, just for all the fucking
for the hatred.
For all the hate. Give us something to talk about. Jack will go nuts.
Yeah, I mean, of course we want it to happen. I have to pretend like.
But if you were the Chiefs organization, like you said, you got to put in a clause like, dude, you got to stay 100 feet apart.
They
from
already
this
asked JuJu about the TikToks, and is he still going to do it? He's like, man, I'm here to work. I'm here to win. That's all he said.
That was smart.
So he didn't say yes or no, but like he's an idiot. At least he gave like a good answer to like nobody could read more into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a smart thing for him to say. I'm sure his mom's in his ear
First
too.
touchdown.
Like
first win, he's going.
Yeah, he's probably doing something wild, but I don't know. In a weird way, I kind of am rooting for him in Kansas City. I'd like to see him like blow up.
You got a lot of his cards too.
Yeah, and he definitely got a chip on his shoulder. So you can buy JuJu low right now for the cards.
Call me.
So, next, Netflix, huge corn dicks. Most people have Netflix share their password with people. I'm one of those people. I share it with people, and now they're setting it up so if you share the password outside of the household, they can track it and charge you extra.
What, like a guest fee or some shit?
No, just more like when Netflix came out. Don't get me wrong, like it's very cheap service, but
when
like,
it came out, it was like $4.
When are they starting this?
It's already in the works. So.
Well,
sorry,
Mishka.
It's on your next bill,
yeah.
cuz.
Ain't on my bill.
They might not be able to catch it. Like they're only doing certain places, but they're not telling us.
It's
where.
the dumbest thing ever. I don't know why I don't have my own. Mish was at my house one night. He's like, "Dude, you don't have Netflix? Here, try this." And then I just been using his.
Well, that's how I started. My sister gave me her password. I watched it, and then I was like, I'm not a piece of shit. And then I got, like I said,
you got your own?
Yeah, I got it for like $4. Now it's like $15, $16 a month.
It is, and that's the thing. Like,
that's probably the most value thing you have, though. Really.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even though Netflix and porn
my children
is the only thing
okay.
I scroll through more
and
like don't watch, and I'm like, I don't know what to watch.
Netflix sucks me in with the shows. You know what I mean? It's not the movie. It's their shows, and I don't want to get rid of it because, like, the new season of fucking whatever, Ozark will be on in a year. And, like, I'm like, I need to know what's going on.
Dude, the documentaries. I like a good documentary.
You can run down, like, you'll find some shit that you never thought you would watch and then watch it, and it's, like, gives you the...
I like the preview.
Yeah, it gives you, like, suggestions for the next thing. And I watched the dumbest shit in the world. And then it's like 3 a.m. I'm like, holy fuck, I've been up all night watching dumb shit.
But the thing is, like, Netflix, even if it's I watch streaming services way more. I barely watch cable TV, but yet I'm still paying $270 a month.
I fucking hate cable.
I need to cut the cord. Like, but that's the only thing, Addie, that's my girlfriend, it's the only thing she asked for is, like, the Bravo, the DVR.
That's Rose's thing.
How could I fucking cut that? Like, I can't. She don't ask for, like, no fancy purse. She just wants to watch fucking Real Housewives of Orange County or whatever.
Yeah, like,
I like it too.
Rosa and Jack, they want to watch Below Deck, so you gotta pay for it.
I started watching it. It's not
Below
bad,
Deck ain't terrible, but it ain't good.
Real Housewives of New Jersey is not bad. They got some good dudes on that show.
They got some hot dudes on that show.
Yeah, they're fucking.
They're all
smoked.
tan and diesel.
Next, sticking with all in the same family group with the Kardashian theme, Caitlyn Jenner came out and said that she had the balls to stand up for women in sports and got terrorized.
That's hilarious.
But do you know what she was talking about?
Do you?
Yes, she was talking about the swimmer. She's against the swimmer who
Leah Thomas.
Leah Thomas used to be a man who just destroyed and won the I guess not the gold medal, first place.
No, he won the
in-
500 meter
in the
or
women.
whatever.
So she was sticking up for the women who lost to that.
So I'm changing
Girl.
Caitlyn Jenner to brother in arms.
Right.
Because I'm against. I thought it was for.
No,
I
she was
read
against
wrong.
it.
I
And
thought
people were
she-
like, "What's wrong with you? You're transgender. You're speaking out against the transgender." She's just saying that's not fair.
Which it's not. It's fair. Like you guys have daughters. I'm just gonna say this. Like your kids. Like imagine like being like a girl. You grow up. You're in high school. You're training for this state championship. You're all into it, and you lose to. I get it. I'm not even gonna say there's any like if a man. Yeah, if he's a woman, transgender, but like they shouldn't be allowed to compete.
No, especially
Because-
like all the girls, like the one girl that came in second. You know, even the all the runners up. You train all your life, and then you had this dude that
See
sucked
how
as a male swimmer.
See how much bigger he
Sucked-
was?
Yeah.
Dude, you see how tiny his pecker was?
Well, he just came out of the pool.
Shrinkage.
Shrinkage.
Like, yeah, he
But
that was his own call. He's like, yeah,
But
I
dude,
got this
all I'm
tiny
saying
dick.
is, like, I don't think he like did anything besides say he's a woman. Like, he didn't get his dick removed.
Well, no, you have to take. You have to.
Is he on that?
You have to take 6 months or something of hormone reducers or like estrogen or whatever
Right.
before you can compete in any NCAA sport or whatever.
Really?
But it's still bullshit because that
Yeah.
girl Haymond or whatever her name
Yeah.
was that came in second, like she was breaking records until big old William came in there.
But if my thing is like, I feel like you just shouldn't be allowed. Like, I don't know.
You want to be a girl, but you can't. Like,
I don't think it's fair.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
can't
know. I know
compete.
people are gonna fucking get upset with that, but
Well, I'm just saying, like, right? No women that turned into men are like competing in men's sports and like beating them.
right.
But anyway, I was
Well,
saying
like,
like
clothes
dude,
folding
well,
or
dude, like
something.
if a dude got more, if like say like in the Olympics, a man takes more testosterone than like a normal guy,
Right.
He can beat him. you know?
right? You can't juice, so why can you? You know, it's the same thing. You're taking hormones to.
It's just common sense. This is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're
Caitlyn Jenner spoke the truth.
Yeah, at least she got the, like she said, at least she has the balls to say it.
I like that. Yes, we switched.
It's
to
clever.
other arms, so good for you, Caitlin. All right, next corn dick is the sun. The sun's blowing up right now. And
What?
Yeah, it's shooting solar flares at Earth within the next day or two, which could disrupt all of our electronics. Up north, they're expected more damage, but we're not going to see physical damage, but we'll see our black.
Well, they're worried about it's frying satellites and shit, because
Well,
then
they're-
it knocks down all your.
It can knock down a ton of satellites
Right.
and everything like that. So, but
The
they
sun's
said
blowing up.
they said there's one. It's coming towards Earth right now.
I don't need that shit right now.
Well, that's why the sun made corn dick of the
Fuck.
week. That was the last corn dick. Look, the sun.
The world's ending. Well, I'd have to end in my
Listen,
lifetime.
man, we got to get this
Ah,
show
the
out
world's-
before it ends.
These things happen all
Do
the
they?
time. We just don't hear. We just
All
don't
right.
talk about them. But I caught this one before the show, so that's why we're talking about it. I played the clip for Larry. This isn't something I made up. Sometimes I'll just make shit up for no reason, but this is something that actually happened. Dude, brother in arms. Dude, did you guys see them young kids behind the announcers doing the dick sucking motion at the NCAA
Yeah,
tournament? Dude, it's fucking hilarious, dude. We'll have to put up the clip in the video. But these two kids are behind the announcers. The announcer talking. They're 12 and they're doing the dick sucking motion.
That makes it funny that they're
It wa-
12.
You could tell they were 12 because they're not even doing it right, but they're trying. The one dude tries to stop doing it, but his boy's shakes him and gets him back into it. And I'm like, what a cut up move. They're your parents beat the fuck. Dude, for what? It's boys.
It was
being
worth
boys.
it. Even if you got your ass kicked and you did something like that, it was worth every fucking
Yeah, they're going
tear.
viral.
Yeah, I don't think. I think whoever captured the video and that's who will make all the money. Those kids won't make shit.
Well, they'll still be famous in their
Right.
in their
15
middle
minutes
school.
of fame, dude.
I'll take it.
Oh, they're getting creased because of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, they might be getting their corks cleaned. You know what I mean? Hopefully they don't end up cleaning the corks. Like, so they go to jail. Like, you look good, boy. You seem like you knew what you were doing.
I like you a lot.
I like it. I like it a lot. This guy, he's a man who moved into his cubicle for free rent. This guy moved all of his shit into his cubicle. Did you see this, JD? Moved into there. Here's the thing. He got fired after 4 days. So it took them 4 days to fire him. But during that time, he got 12 million TikTok viewers. And he was like posting himself living in his cubicle.
He didn't even care about the job. He did that for clicks, dude. For
he
viewers.
couldn't claim squatters' rights like in New York.
No, I guess you can't.
It takes 7 days.
Cubicle rights, but dude, I'm like thinking fuck, dude. If I didn't know I knew a dude I worked with who lived in the old Kaufman's building. We caught him living in there. His name was Lenny. And he would sleep he'd be like a pile of drywall, and you'd go to move it, and it was something start moving. It was Lenny. Oh, I was taking a quick nap at 6 a.m, and they were like, Lenny, where's all this alcohol? Who spilled vodka? Because there's vodka all over the drywall and shit. Guys are yelling at him in Spanish. I'm like, what the fuck?
So he was just bunked up there living life.
He was living. He said, I don't live here all the time. I just stay just to keep an eye on the place. I'm like, Lenny, I've never seen you not here.
You live here.
Every day I see you, you are here.
He's like a Boy Scout. He's keeping an eye on everything for you.
That's a big building, too, right?
Yeah.
You get lost in that baby.
Oh, my God. Well, he did get lost.
Yeah.
He got lost for 2 years, I think.
Still might be there.
They said they were like, dude, after the one time.
He's a mannequin.
The dude said he stopped paying him 6 months ago. You know what I mean?
He was just squatting.
He was just, yeah.
You're lucky he don't own the fucking Coffin's building.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude. I'm like, dudes would throw money here and there because, Lenny would keep an eye out. If you're like, dude, I want to take a nap real quick. And he'd be like, I got you. And, he'd put Lenny on the steps so no one could get up. Be like, all right, there's $3, Leonard. And he'd go buy his pint of vodka. And he also liked to cross-dress. And he'd tell everyone about that. So he had that going for him.
I'm sure he had pictures and everything.
Well, he was
You're like, why are all these dresses hung up here?
One time I walked with him to a 7-Eleven, and he told this girl that she had a beautiful blouse. And, you should see it. She's like, thank you. He was like, I have one just like it. And I'm like, Lenny, let's go. I'm like, I didn't know you were this weird, dude.
Did Lenny take you back to Kaufman's and give you ecstasy pills?
Yeah. We watched this movie.
He has the most calluses on his hands I've ever seen.
Actually, that 62-year-old woman was actually a man named Lenny. He liked to finger my root. I left that part out. That was part due. Dude, brother in arms here. Did you see this video? A bunch of dudes were trying to move a rock.
Yeah.
That was, dude, that's just dude shit right there. Jack was like, the whites are at it again. I remember one time, a story with me. I was up Sciulli's cabin, and there was this fucking enormous rock.
I was just going to bring this up.
And I said, God, give me the strength. I was on heroin, and I was like, God, give me
No, I think you were fresh out the clink, dude. You were still in that, you were very, you would pray before you ate every time.
Yeah.
I was on
You just
something.
found God.
And we're pushing this. This boulder was as big as this fucking room, dude.
And I said, dude, give me the strength to lift this rock. And I broke every block. It did not even. I didn't even
Wait. So it's me, him, and my old man, and we're pushing this fucking rock. We're just trying to move it a millimeter. And then Z-Bird's like, God, give me the strength to move this rock. And he fucking closed his eyes and he gave it everything. We didn't even push because we were laughing so fucking hard. This dude was pushing this rock like Jesus came down and helped him, dude. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, dude.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, the rock didn't fucking move.
No, it didn't.
Not even a little bit.
That's why I appreciated these dudes so much.
I like them.
I've been there, and I tried to do that. And you want to be the guy that can move the rock.
Yeah.
The dude came out with his shirt off. There was chicks around. He was eyeing up. Dude.
Yeah.
God, give
He
me
gave
the
it the old
strength.
college try, yeah. It was fucking blow out his asshole.
Yeah.
See, that was way before fucking videos, because we'd have went viral with that one.
There was a lot of things that went viral back when we were young.
Or made us go to jail.
Yeah, one of the two. I kind of wish it was weird because I think about if I had a phone back then, it took me till I was 25 till I sent a picture of my dick to anyone. If I would have had that in high school,
Late
obviously-
bloomer.
Yeah, obviously I'd have been a lot younger. Been firing hammer pics at everyone.
Yeah, you actually had to show it to them physically. You couldn't just send a picture.
Yeah.
Back then.
I just do like a drawing and mail it to them. I was like, hey, Kitchy, can you draw this dick?
Use a pastel.
But like, you make Kitch, make it a little bigger. Come on, man, I'm paying you. Kitchy's our buddy. He does drawings. He's a beast. If you ever need anything drawn, contact Justin Kitchy on Facebook. He's amazing. Last thing for Brother Arms. Drake bought $200,000 worth of basketball cards trying to find it's like the Holy Grail card, the triple logo, man. Like there's 3 logos on it. It's like LeBron, Steph, and someone else. That card's worth like a couple $1 million. And he didn't get it.
How much did he spend?
$200,000.
$200,000. How many basketball cards is that?
No, I'm gonna tell you. So the boxes, the little briefcase that comes in is like, I think it's like close to $4,000. You only get 5 cards per briefcase. Okay, so
that's what, 5 racks for just one
for the 5 cards.
So it's $1,000 a fucking card, basically.
800's a better, 4,000.
Jeez.
So he bought like 50 of them, and like opened them, didn't get it, and I was like, damn.
Is it still out
So
there?
he bought like 20,000 cards, basically.
No.
What do you mean?
5 cards for $4,000 times that by 50. Yeah, or 5. Yeah, it's 250 cards.
Oh, 250 cards.
That's it. 250 cards.
Oh, my math is so bad.
But I mean, I'm like, dude, I remember spending like $100 on a box, not getting nothing. I wanted to kill myself. Like, spend $200,000.
Yeah, but $200,000 is fucking
Drake. Yeah,
still a lot.
He probably got it on him.
Right.
I want to do a follow-up video on that, or I'll watch a follow-up video at least to see what he actually. I'm not going to bring it up ever again. No one gives a fuck about cards. But I want to see how much financially he redeemed from that. 200,000, because there's money. There's got to be some cards.
Another
in there
cards,
yeah.
Fuck, if you're only getting 5 cards.
That's the thing, though. If you get one, like,
so what's a low end card? If you get that $4,000 case of cards or whatever, and there's 5
you
cards,
can get a card in there worth $10. I mean,
that's like that's
sounds
the
like a
average
horrible deal.
we're talking
Yeah.
about.
it is. It's a scam.
It's like gambling.
Yeah, it's going to the casino.
100% gambling. Like it's exactly what it is. That's why
you love it.
That's why I started getting into cards. I give up gambling, but I go out and do cards. Well, all right, everybody. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have more at Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick and tired of hiring heroin-addicted roofers? I know I was. I had 6 of them fall off my roof in one day. I didn't know what to do. I found out about Allen Construction. Their roofers don't do heroin. So if you're looking for roofers that don't do heroin, call 412-954-8337. 412-954-8337. Make sure your roof stays and they don't come back at night to steal the shingles. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest Podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest Podcast whenever you call. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, everybody, just to let you know real quick, Carlson & Son Real Estate now does notary. If you need your wills, trust, advance directive, executorship, custody, guardianship, power of attorney, or court documents notarized, contact Carlson & Son Real Estates. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you.
If you're having lawn problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and the grub ain't one. It's 2020. Time to get your motherfucking lawn right. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. You best call Rosato and Sons. 412-521-9045. 412-521-9045. And get your motherfucking lawn right.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding my gears. We're going to get kicked off this week with Sciulli. Sciulli, what's grinding them gears?
So you guys ever been around that one guy, like the one-upsman?
Yeah.
You know, the narcissist? They like ask you a question just to bring in his own story about it. So I'm like at a supplier, and I'm not even talking to the guy, it's just some other customer there. But like he's like harassing the locals, you know. Everybody that walks in, he's like, "So you do concrete, huh?" Like, "Yeah, it's cool. I did concrete for like 17 years." Like, "Yeah, you know." And if you say, "Oh, I'm doing a driveway," did like 3 driveways a day. You know what I mean? It's like, cool, bro. You know, it's so annoying that okay, everything I say, you're gonna say you did it better, you did it longer, you did it more of them. Like,
Oh, that's all you do.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But what do you do now? Stand around here and fucking bust people's balls? Oh, now I'm a salesman. Wait, so you weren't so good at all the shit you just told me about because now you sell fucking Cure and Seal.
You should have said you suck dick, and he would have
He
been
wasn't talking to me. I didn't even want to make eye contact.
This wasn't even on you.
No, dude, I was just overhearing
Because
it.
like sometimes you're like just talking to these people to be nice, and they're just like, it's like I'm like, all right, dude, I'm just like trying to be nice here, and you're like one-upping me on everything.
Like, it's
like
not
as
a
soon
competition.
or like as soon as you like answer, you're like, no, here's what it is. And I'm like, dude, I don't even really want to talk to you.
So the guy was buying some kind of shit. Remember the time we were working? The guy was like, "Well, you need some Actual 360 on that. And like, you need some bonding agent."
You
obviously.
tell me what happened. Yeah.
We're like, "Dude, yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it." He's like, No. Come down my garage. I got some Actual 360. You're going to be fine. It's going to be like a bond. I'm like, all right, dude. I appreciate it. You know, and then they're like, we had
didn't
to like,
ask him for help.
no, didn't even want his help, dude. Like, trying to ignore him. And me
Please
and
get
Mike,
away from me.
we ended up in his fucking garage
Drinking.
talking about Actual 360 for fucking a half an hour, dude. Like, I don't even know what that is.
Drinking, it's some like chemical that they banned in the United States.
Dude, and this dude was trying to push it on us hard. He's like rummaging through like gallons of fucking chemicals. Like, here it is. No, this ain't it. This ain't
He's
it.
like, but if you take dish with this, it's basically the same thing as
Dude.
the Aqua 360.
It's just like, come on, man. I'm just here to fucking buy some expansion. I just want to get that and go home.
I can't believe that dude got you down into his garage.
Yeah, both of us.
You told me that story a million times. You never told me he got you all the way
Yeah,
down in the
he
garage.
did.
Well, he was like, I got some Dago Red and Echo 360.
Yeah, we thought it was like code word for cocaine.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, anyway, out there.
Well, he had
Aqua
his
360
huffing fucking curing seal in his basement.
No, you can get high off of this.
Oh, we did. Huffing paint,
Yeah, but-
drinking homemade toilet wine.
Yeah, but the one-upsman, it kills me, dude. It's like, I get it, man. Like, everybody's done things before. Like, just because you helped pour your uncle's driveway back in '86 when you were 15 years old doesn't mean you're a cement finisher.
Dude,
You know?
that I couldn't agree more. The craziest story that ever happened to me with, I didn't want to talk to this guy. He came up and approached me and Rosato. Me and Rosato are sitting under a tree up in Squirrel Hill. And this dude white walks by, and the guy says something to us like, "What are you guys, landscapers?" And John's like, yeah, explains his whole, yeah. He was like, yeah. He's like, "Did you ever see anyone bend a spoon with their mind?" And we're like, "What?" And his wife was like, "He does it all the time." So she pulls out a camera phone and shows us a picture of a bent spoon.
And him like,
No, he's not even in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm like, well, I used to bend spoons all the time when I shot heroin. Like, am I a fucking spoon bender?
Spoon bender.
Yeah. So I'm like, and then like he was eyeing up Rosato's, like Rosato had a plastic spoon and he was staring at it hard.
Dude.
And she started freaking out, like, "Don't do it." Every time he does, he ends up back in the hospital. But you want to
Yeah.
see
I
him.
think you need to be in a
Dude,
hospital.
this is the middle of Forbes Avenue. And I'm just
Busy.
like, I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to eat my lunch.
Like,
dude.
actually, I want to see this, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we did want
Right.
to see it, and he was like, "Yeah, if I'm ever around, it just sucks all my energy out." He was like, "But yeah, it's possible." He was like, "I have that power to bend steel." It was like we're like, but he left us.
What kind of car did he get into?
He was on foot. Okay, you're not gonna get in a car if you can bend the spoon with your mind.
He might have teleported out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He took the fuck's
The
capacitor.
fuck's capacitor.
He got the fuck out of there.
Dude, I tell you what, he definitely had a crazy look in his eye. I like he's the dude I just talked
You
to.
don't say that
so
seriously.
he wouldn't kill me.
Yeah.
Like he looked like a deranged lunatic.
He's gonna bend you in half with his mind.
He had on hospital clothes. Like his wife just broke him out of Western
Yeah,
Psych,
right.
and I'm like, dude. But like when we asked for we're like, do you guys want to see it? We thought he was gonna do it. She showed us a bent spoon. I'm like, I mean, come on, is this your con? You go and bend a spoon like he did that with his brain. Like, I need proof.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see this happen.
And then but he started getting red, and he was a little crazy as fuck. I wanted no parts of him. I was like, man,
You're like,
fuck
oh,
this.
great job, dude.
She's like,
Yeah,
my
no,
man.
no, yeah. She was like so worried. Like I'm like, yeah, I don't want this dude to die right here either. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He studied
moving.
He said, and then they were like, he studied under the sensei for like 17 years till he learned the power of his mind. I'm like, is this what it is? We're working.
Where was
Rosato?
this sensei? The fucking ACJ.
He had the Fox capacitor. He was up there fingering someone's asshole. I don't-
Master Splinter.
Yeah, dude. Like, spoon man, come together with your head. Save me, because I just broke out of Western Psych. Rosato, what's grinding them gears?
All right, this might be a repeat, but they're back, and I don't know why they're back. Like, I don't know why I'm getting 3 calls a day still with this car warranty thing.
You didn't get the warranty yet?
Dude, like, does anybody bought it? Is there
a
still
good
people
question.
buying it? Like, have they got anybody on this fucking
I'm not.
stunt yet?
I don't know if I'm going on a limb. I think that might be a con.
No, but Rosato makes a good point. I would love to see the statistics
Let's say yes to that.
of how many percentage of human beings have actually signed up for the extended car warranty. We got it, Larry. Can you dig that up this week?
Like, it's got to be worth some type of effort if you're calling me 3 times a day.
Right.
I mean,
Or
and
like, if I hung up 7 times on you, why are you still calling me back?
But not only that, dude. Like, what's the cost on the fucking software that gives you the ability to call me from 17 different numbers?
Well, that's the
they're all 412 numbers.
Right.
So I'm like,
and they all
maybe.
mimic your own. It's like
Yeah.
a 215 or something. Like,
I've got calls from myself. Like,
Yeah,
it said
I've-
Mike Zidone on my phone. I'm like, am I calling my... Like, I thought it was in the Fox capacitor. Like, did I go back in time? And I'm like, answer the phone. It's extended car warranty. I'm just like, but John got it today. But they got that, like, that bot system set up. So
It's
it
like
costs them
ghosted.
nothing. So it's just a machine going...
yeah.
Like, I wonder what happens if you start dialing, like, finally talk to a human being. Like, I want to know, like, I just want to, like,
Yeah,
get to that
take
point
it, yeah.
and be like, listen, do you guys sell any of these?
yeah.
Yeah, like, dude. So what kind of warranty are we talking about here?
Like, yeah.
So, yeah, that's something right there that you could call into the
Like, is there that
hotline.
much money in it?
It got to be something, or they ain't doing it for
It's like
fucking
life
for
insurance,
free.
I guess, for your car.
That's like it's like Joe Namath selling you fucking plan Medicare Part D.
Yeah.
Aqua 360.
Tom Selleck selling you a reverse mortgage.
Yeah, it's set up perfectly that your loved ones will be left with nothing, and you'll live in a shitty nursing home.
Right.
It totally makes sense.
then
Hurry up and die.
Yeah, then we'll in your childhood home.
Yeah, hurry up and die. You sell by mortgage, you die. But yeah, that would be a great question if you ever get hit up with the fucking extended warranty. You leave us a voicemail at 412-438-8358. GFP voicemail.
We're gonna start calling people from that number asking if they got a warranty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the one person that bought one? Let us know.
Did you get creases last week? If you did, you're gonna need extended warranty on your cock because she was a whore.
Z-Bird's definitely all chiefed up. What's grinding your gears?
Nothing.
Z-Bird?
I'm in the zone. But this has been brought up on here a million times, but I'm gonna bring it up again. I hate the effort that the youth of America put into crossing the street. And I'm like, dude, when I was a youngster, I would like, even nowadays, I'm 40, I'll give you the jog. At
The
least,
fake jog. Just give me the fake
In a
jog.
wave. Or at least you buy more time if you give that
Yeah.
little wave.
Like, hey, my man.
but don't fucking, when I'm coming around to go on to fucking, what is that, Fifth Avenue?
Yeah.
Coming on Fifth Avenue, and you're trying to run up I don't want to hit any college students, but you totally ignore me like I'm not fucking there, and your head's down, and you're listening to your headphones, and you're showing no signs of hurrying up.
The only thing worse than that is when they walk across the street and like a dude or a chick or whatever gets halfway and then they give you that look like you're the piece of shit for fucking sitting there waiting for them. Like, fuck you, asshole.
This dude today, like, could not have walked slower. He got off the bus.
It's a big fuck you.
started crossing. People were behind me beeping. That's how slow he was going. I'm like, don't beep at me, beep at him.
Right.
You know,
Dude, you know what's even
You
worse?
selfish prick.
You let that first person go, and they're about to be done, and then the next asshole runs
Yeah.
off the corner. Like, come on, dude.
Dude, when I was on drugs and I would have to take the bus over to Homewood to go to the methadone clinic, I would fucking lightning bolt across them streets. Like, people would see me and be like, now that's the kind of effort we need out of
That's
this.
called respect.
Hustle.
I'd be like this. I remember the one time it was like 11:58 and the methadone clinic closed at 12. And I'm running down there, dude, like this. And I remember I was seriously going to shit my pants. So I started to almost shit my pants. I ran up on the train track, pulled my pants down, shit, wiped my ass with a sock. Luckily, I got to the clinic. It was like 11:59.58, and they were just like locking the door. I'm like, no, let me in. And I was like, dude, no, that's like hard
They serve you?
Yeah, hard work pays off. Like, so you know what I mean? You're out there on
Hustle. Little hustle never killed nobody.
But I realized now almost every time I ran across the street and I was in a big hurry, drugs were involved.
One way or the other.
Yeah, maybe these people are already on drugs and they don't care.
I think
It's weird that
It's
they
a
don't.
lack of respect.
It's really
Yeah.
weird that they don't look across. Like,
to see.
you don't know who's a bad driver. You're gonna get smoked out here, dude.
No, but listen, you're walking across the street on your phone. What if I'm driving? I'm on my phone. and
Literally,
I'm
there was
fucking mow
a
you
chick with
down.
her hood up. Like, this is Fifth Avenue. People were flying and literally walked. She didn't cross Fifth Avenue, but she crossed like a street where people were turning off of Fifth and just walked off the curb and didn't even look either way.
And I'd be mad at you if you fucking pulled up on her. If you
Yep.
skirted up on her.
Oh yeah, especially the way Z-Bird drives. Maniac out there.
I'm probably the safest driver.
He is.
It's weird.
He's very overcautious, some would say.
What the fuck does overcautious mean?
No, I mean, I've driven with you, especially on the highway going out to Contra, dude. You're very like, oh, whoa, I
10
can't
and
talk
2.
to you like Scholes. I can't even fucking talk to you right now, dude. I'm kicking
Yeah,
an eye
I'll
on
talk to you, but I don't. I'm not. I won't.
He's not a big phone
No,
guy.
you don't drive like a dick. That wasn't
Yeah,
a dig.
yeah.
You're a good
But
driver.
I'm not. But like, I hate when
You're
someone-
just not as comfortable as the rest of us.
Yeah, well, it's
He's
col-
getting more comfortable.
Yeah, but like, I don't get on. I don't like whenever someone's driving me and they're doing this and they're on.
No, fuck that. Yeah.
Like, because you obviously don't.
Davis
respect
is
me.
the worst at
No.
that.
You want to tell you who the worst is? God rest his soul. Was Dino.
Was he?
Dude, Dino
Text message
did
master.
not. Dude, he like the phone was here and he was here. We were driving up to Seven Springs, I think, for DC's bachelor party, and dude, I almost had like I'm like, dude, do you want me to drive?
Can I sit in the back seat?
Like, dude, I'll drive.
Yeah.
Like, you could do all you want to do on that phone.
He
right
wouldn't
now.
let you drive.
No, dude, he was telling me stories on his phone and driving.
See-
And, dude, like I was just like about to do my ass was so tight, dude.
Mishka drove me up to that bachelor party, and all he did was drink a couple beers, smoke some weed with me. It was fine.
Drink
He didn't text once, I promise you.
Oh man. Well, all right, everybody. We're gonna take a real quick commercial break, and we come back. We're gonna have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe and Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe and Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're going to run this segment, Am I the Asshole? So let's see what it is. It's, am I the asshole for screaming at and banning my sister-in-law and niece from my home after they destroyed my house plants and killed my pets? Let's see. So years ago, I got really into house plants. I started to collect them. Over the years, I've lost up to 700 plants because of them. Who the fuck has 700 plants?
All right, after like the first 4, don't you just like call it quits?
Right.
Or put them outside when your niece is there?
The thing is, I took time to name all of them, and I consider them to be children.
All right.
At one point, I told
glad.
I told Jenny, my niece, who's 14, that she was killing my children. Jenny then returned to me and said, "F you, they're just stupid plants." She doesn't understand that I can't have children, and the plants have become my children. My sister-in-law, being her mother, was no help at all. I decided to get 2 bunny rabbits and an exotic animal. Doesn't say what the exotic animal is. Okay.
A hamster.
Later on, I ended up finding out that they hated the rabbits and they let them out of the house on purpose, where they ended up getting mauled outside. So basically, they've killed all my children and they've killed my pets. I asked them to leave after they lived there for 7 years not paying any rent. Am I the asshole? I mean, dude.
Yes.
Not really. Dude, why
you
would
let them live there
right.
rent-free for 7 years. You let them kill your plants and your pets. You're a fucking pushover.
Right. I mean, the 14-year-old, the sister-in-law.
Put hands on some. Is this a man or a woman
Well,
talking?
and then the thing was,
you know what I mean? Choke a motherfucker.
She said during this whole time, while this was going on, she was having an affair on my brother. So, like, this lady's more of an accomplice than a fucking...
Yeah, dude.
She's getting fucking her crease filled, killing her fucking plants, throwing rabbits out in the street. She got no respect
She's
for
a
anybody.
savage.
She probably walks across the street slow as fuck, and she's raising her daughter to be fucking Cash Me Outside Junior. Like, dude.
Oh, she's definitely going through his mail or her mail, whoever. She's taking the Social Security check.
Where's her brother at in all
Obviously,
this?
they're on disability.
No, I don't know, but I mean, 70 plants. I mean, I wonder if they're weed plants, but I mean,
Probably are.
No, if she was 14 and they're weed plants, she'd
She's
be
killing the
fucking-
weed plants.
yeah,
Get her out of there.
Yeah, you gotta get her out.
She's a godless Jezebel.
There's mean people out there that would just fucking, they would just break stuff just to break it. But I mean,
Is she another squatter
but
too?
you-
She can't get her out. She can't get her out of the crib. Why won't people just leave?
7 years.
Nobody leaves anymore when they can tell somebody tell them to get out of the
Yeah,
house.
guess what, dude? You've overstayed your welcome.
well, now I'm like the brother. They ended up getting divorced because of the infidelity, and then that's what happened.
But so she still let her live with her.
She still let her live there. That she
Okay.
got kicked out, and then like she continued to continued to be promiscuous, and her daughter's being raised the same way.
So her daughter's a
daughter's-
slut that kills plants. Is what
This
you're
is
telling
a
me.
plant killing hoe, motherfucker. You's a little plant killing hoe. Plant killing hoe, yo.
That sounds like your first single right
Yeah.
there. Dude.
I am killing these motherfucking plants. So yeah, you're an asshole. It sounds like your whole family.
Yeah, that's a weak link
Best-
right there.
best-
You deserve what you get.
Your brother is actually the smartest person in that family
he cut
because it
ties.
says my brother won't even talk to anyone.
Dude, he fucking faked his death, moved to Mexico. If
Yeah.
he's smart.
Yeah, it says it was just fucking terrible. So all right, guys, I think we're gonna jump into what would Greenfield do.
What did Jack concoct for us this week?
It's not good. I
Now
can
that he's
tell
out
you.
of town, you know he got something fucked up.
Some stupid shit he don't want to answer.
I'll give you the. Let me see. Okay. Would you? Okay, this one's pretty. Would you rather be known as the best sex ever by a bunch of normal girls, or the worst sex ever by a bunch of smoke shows?
All right. Let me jump into this first. I have one question. So, what is like?
So there's a bunch of average shit. Like,
Well,
no,
I mean,
no,
what's a bunch? Like, are we talking like 1,000 average chicks
no,
and like
we'll say
50 smoke shows?
normal numbers? 50.
And then how many smoke shows? 10?
No, you can have 50 smoke
50
shows.
of each.
Yeah, but the 50 chicks are going to be saying one of two things. You're the best sex ever for like the average chicks, or the hottest chicks ever. Like, that's the worst fuck I ever had.
I take the best second.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say
I couldn't
I'm a
take that.
whore for fucking
Compliments.
Yes, yeah. Give me attention, dude. I love it. I'm in.
Because here's the thing, like if word gets out that you're banging all the normal chicks and you're on fucking fleek, them fucking smoke shows are gonna
give you
come
a
a
shot.
knocking.
Listen,
yeah.
I'd rather be the fucking backup quarterback on a winning team than the starter on a losing team. You know what I mean?
That analogy made no sense to what we're saying at all. I didn't. I was like, "Where's he?"
No,
going?
you know what I mean. Like I'd rather have all the medium average chicks
Right.
say that I'm the best lady they've ever had.
It's about me. It ain't about them.
No, I don't care. It has nothing to do with them.
Right. It's like
Just keep talking.
I want good stuff being said about me. I mean, if it was like between like the chick that works at Kogo's and a smoke show, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather have the smoke shows be like, he can't fuck,
I'd rather be a virgin.
than take down the
Yes.
Then you're explaining to all your friends, like, listen, dude, she was just so hot. I couldn't,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I just skated real quick.
Yeah, I skated before I even put it in.
Yeah,
there.
but then
Sorry.
there's 10 hot chicks that are like, every time he stuck his dick in, he came
Yeah.
right away.
Every time he filled my crease, you ain't gonna fill with his hair. I think the funniest line I've heard. Did I bring this up yet? Can I bring this up about the Botox?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I didn't say it.
So, Rosato's driving.
Sully's wife did.
Rosato's driving with his little girl in the car. She's in the back seat, and he's on speakerphone with Rosa, Sciulli's wife,
Talking to Johanna.
talking
Yeah.
to Joanna, and they're talking about Botox. And Rosa screams out, "You know what I need? I need to get some Botox for this pussy." And Rosato's daughter's like, "What the?"
They're like, Aunt Rosa, what the
I just
fuck
turned
are
around.
you
Her face
talking
was just bright red. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, Rose, you're on speakerphone. She said,
Hey,
oh, she knows
girls!
I'm crazy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Athena. I'm like, there's no walking that back.
I actually want to get a T-shirt made that says, "I need Botox for
On this
She was like, for this,
pussy!
she was like, for this pussy. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, that might be the funniest, worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I mean that was fucking.
I mean, it's funny, but it scarred all three of your children.
Yeah, it was just Athena in the car. Thank God. I don't need Josie running around saying that shit.
no.
She was like, Botox on that pussy!
But what are you guys teaching these kids?
Yeah,
over
like you've been hanging on Aunt Rosie too long.
there? All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, where'd you? Okay, I'll give you. We're gonna do all of them. All right, but the last one's a doozy. Would you rather wake up every morning with the TV channel numbers randomized and no guide, or have your keyboard layout switched every morning on your phone? I think I would. I'll go first. I would rather. I think I would. The keyboard I could figure out easier. I'd rather have the keyboard laid out.
Right, because they're all sitting there right in front of your face. Like I don't, like I said, TV wise, like I don't get a chance to go watch like I used to, but that would drive me insane.
You know what? I was gonna say the opposite, dude, because like I'm a surfer. I know the channels, and I fucking still surf. You know what I mean?
Right.
As soon as the commercial comes up, boom, I'm hitting it.
Yeah.
So I could surf through the channels.
But you know your way. There's no guide on this.
I understand it.
Yeah,
But
that'd
like
be
you
hell.
find, but no, you find a show you like, you watch it. Commercial comes on, you just keep surfing through till you find something you like again.
I
But
get,
like you don't want to hit your channels though, like TNT to History Channel,
Right.
to Channel 11.
You know what? I'm like a spur of the moment kind of guy.
you
John.
might get stuck on that weird music channels up in the 1300s.
Oh, and it
Just
takes you 45 minutes to get
off.
away from them.
You could be
Yeah.
stuck in hell in
And
music.
that's every day.
with symphony
I didn't
music
even
playing,
think of that.
and they're just fucking hell.
I get, dude. I know the channels, and I get
kid-
caught on that shit
Your
sometimes.
kids are screaming. Rosa's yelling she needs Botox in her pussy.
Yeah.
You can't get fucking. You know what I mean? The Ancient Aliens on. I'll do it with the keyboard.
You might have just changed my whole view on that one.
I mean,
I was against it, but yeah, it makes sense now.
no, but to be honest, I like the other side. Like I like to hear. You know what I mean? So I don't want us all to agree.
you like
so-
my point of view? Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. It's like being a backup quarterback.
On a losing team.
Dude, I like kind of like I didn't really like hear what you were saying, but I got it. Like I guess.
I don't even hear what I say half the fucking time, dude.
I'm like, dude, would you rather bang smoke show? She's like, it's like I'd rather be a backup quarterback on a winning team. Like, what the fuck?
That means I'm banging chicks and they're saying, no, yeah, he's good. Instead
Yeah.
of banging the one smoke show, and she's like, yeah, he sucks.
That don't correlate together like that. No way, dude.
Thanks for your support, Mike.
Oh man.
Oh, that was funny, dude. All right. This one's a fucked up one. We're gonna see fucking Rosato turn beat right here. Jack's a motherfucker for this. All right. Would you rather have your mom send you a nude or have her send a nude to all your friends?
Jack's such a piece of shit. He really is.
Yeah, he does this shit when he's not here, so he can just fucking be a douchebag.
I told him not to find nothing fucked up, and this is what he sent me.
This is the worst he could do, or the best he could do.
Go ahead, Sciulli, you go first.
Oh, man, it's a fucking lose-lose situation. I'd rather be a fucking starting quarterback.
Yeah, right.
I mean, for me, it's easy. Let my mom send. I don't want to see nothing to do with that fucking coos. Send that crease to everyone in Greenfield. I don't want to see it. I mean, honestly, like, what do I? What? So I get it, and my friends don't. Fuck that. If I should see that, hell, you should too.
No, you might be right about that. Like, dude, out of sight, out of mind. Like, I don't want to know about it.
There's like,
but you're gonna get fucking harassed.
No, they'll just talk shit behind your back like everybody else. Like,
they do that already.
No,
you guys do it to
I'm-
my face.
No,
We
no,
just
no.
been sitting here for the past 7 minutes.
dude, you see them tits? Oh, I mean, what are you gonna say? Fucking Jack.
but is there like,
Fucking Jack, you piece of shit.
but like, here's the thing though. You have to think about if it got sent to you, it stops with you. So like, there's no harassment. There's no friend seeing it, anything like that. Obviously, you're gonna delete it. But or you feel like I don't even want to fucking see that. Just send it to. I'd rather my friends see it. I think we all have different personalities, so I figured there'd be different answers for this. Like I'm more like, fuck it, send it to all my friends. That's their problem, not mine. So if people start trying to heckle me about my mom's crease, I'm like, I don't care, dude. Get out of there and give your old Gail a turn. You know what I mean? Take a couple lines of that booger sugar and a fifth of plastic vodka, plastic ball of vodka, and have yourself a good time. It's like when I ate ecstasy with a 62-year-old lady.
yeah.
It wasn't the worst thing I ever did. My worst time of my life.
Yeah, besides those bony knuckles, it was
Yeah.
probably one of the best times you had.
So where are you at with this one?
Oh, dude, that's a. I have no more terrible analogies to throw out at that one.
It's like being like it's like being like a.
I'd rather not get it.
I was gonna say, send it around the horn. I don't need to see that.
Kind of
nonsense.
like I get that because it's like you don't. I don't want. I know one thing. I would be more like if I got it.
Right.
If my friends heckled me about it, I could. I've dealt with that my whole life.
I was just gonna say that I can take abuse from other people if it's in this sick fucking mind of mine,
Yeah.
and that's a one-way street.
Dude, when them picture phones first came out, I fired a wiener pick off to family members before on accident.
Did you?
Anybody
Yeah.
respond?
No, but
Which family? Gene. Mean Gene.
No.
Me and Jane was like,
I
"That's
think-
a great cock, Mike."
dude, it was. I think dude, like, luckily, I like sent it to my Aunt Penny, but she didn't have picture capability to receive it.
Basically, I can't get your picture. He tells
Yeah.
me to
How the
download
fuck
it.
did you do that?
Because it was like I was on Plenty of Fish,
Aunt Penny's the nicest
and
lady
all
in
the
the
chicks
world.
were named Plenty of Fish Amy. Plenty.
It said penny of fish.
Yeah, it said Plenty of Fish. And I was like, dude, so I called her right away. Like, don't look at that picture.
Do not open that
Don't look.
document.
She was like, I can't even get pictures on this phone. I'm like,
Thank
God.
fucking God. You went to her house, broke her phone.
I was like, dude.
Smacked it over in.
And I'm just thinking, like, if we would have had them phones in high school, like, everyone would have seen everyone's cock 1,000 times.
Everybody would have seen everything out of everybody.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, you used to do the walk up, dude. When we were younger, you just pull your dick out. That's how it went.
Yeah. Those were the
We
good
didn't
old
need
days.
a phone.
No. Just pull your dick out and start pulling on it. That's when men were men. It's like being a backup quarterback and grabbing the center's nutsack,
Yeah, and he's on the winning team.
and then he farts in your hand and you smell it. I mean, it's,
It's so weird.
you know what I mean? Botox in the pussy.
I need some Botox for this pussy.
Just pull on my dick, you backup quarterback. Surely got a little uniform at home, and Rose is like, I'm going to put you in soon.
I wonder if that would do anything for the vagina. You know what I mean? Tighten it up.
Tighten up the Botox in the pussy. I don't know.
She might be onto something.
I don't know.
I mean, Jack gets it in his armpit.
I was just gonna say.
thought
I
that
hope she
was
doesn't
fucking
go
weird.
Jack's route and get it in her nipples.
You have big ass fucking
Yeah.
nips.
Like, come on, puffy nips.
Yeah, dude. He went out there to get a nip reduction out to California.
Absolutely.
Coming back with a half less nip.
Like you said before, dude. He got the nip tuck.
Yep.
100%.
But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this week. If remember what I said at the beginning of the show, please make sure you like it, subscribe if you didn't subscribe. We're growing organically, so we only really grow by you guys telling people, and we spend some money to promote it, but we couldn't do the show without you guys, so thank you so much. Also, the comedy show coming up April 9th. Tickets are available now at comtratheater.com. The link will be up for that. And also, if you need tickets for the show coming up at 12 Whiskey Barbecue, April 13th. It's a Wednesday. That's going to be a super cool show. It's in Pittsburgh, so you guys don't have to drive to Cranberry if you don't like to do that. Contact me for tickets. I have tickets, like physical tickets already made up for the show, and I'll make sure I'll bring you the ticket wherever you're at. And also the Greenfield, the podcast voicemail is 412-438-8358. You can call in and say questions. If something happens, say something happened on the news and you're reacting to it. If you want to say something funny, whatever, we're going to go through it every week and listen to it, and we're going to put the funniest ones on the air. So that's 412-438-8358. Everyone, have a great week, and most importantly, remember, Greenfield loves you. We're out.